Number 29, Cobalt, a 2D action platformer shooter. Well, it's also sort of a Metroidvania if you play the main game, but even though I love Metroidvania games, I'm really not concerned with that at all, because the true heart in the game is multiplayer. But sadly, I don't have many people to play with. So then what do I absolutely love about this game? Well, how about the arcade mission modes, which then puts your little robot where you could buy a couple upgrades, like fully decking out with a machine gun, or maybe even the ability to go invisible and sneak through stealth style. But mostly, I'm just all about blasting things. But it's not even that simple, because there's another category. That is the ability to slow down time, which can be very effective because even though this isn't a one-hit kill game, you don't have a lot of energy. So you can quite literally die in absolutely no time at all if you just happen to play all willy-nilly. Also, there's a dodge and roll factor here because when you're rolling, you're reflecting bullets back at the enemies, at least sometimes, if you have the right power-ups. And that's what this game is all about. Finding the right power-ups and also the right weapons in order to get from A to Z, take out all your targets, and blow everything up. And if you do have someone else to play with, then this is probably the very best 2D deathmatch killing game of all times. And those missions that I talked about earlier, there's a crap load of them, and they vary like a lot. So you could be in a stage where you have to take out everything in a total of like 10 seconds, which is nearly impossible and demands perfection, or it could be much simpler where you just run and kill everything in sight. Heck, there's even massive boss battles against these other creatures that the easiest way I found is to lure them into water and they sort of blow themselves up. Of course, you could always pick up grenades and kill, and it was published by a little game company called Mojang. I think you guys all heard about them. They made a stupid game called Minecraft, but I don't find Minecraft as nearly as interesting as this game, and sadly, this is the one that's forgotten about. So, what did you guys think of Cobalt? I personally think it's one of the finest 2D action games of all times, even if I don't like playing the main game. I just want to get into killing a whole lot of other robots as fast as humanly possible. And I really want to try out the deathmatch as soon as I make some friends. So, what games do you think should stand out on the top 30 list? I'm happy to read every single one of your comments, and maybe your favorite game might be my number one. So until later, I will see you again, guys.